We heard about hallucination. When I interact with ChatGPT, I say, my next prompt is, are you sure? Is this true? And it says, well, maybe not. What do you think about accuracy and hallucination in the enterprise context with AI agents and AI in general?
For everyone that's leveraging AI, they should be concerned and focused on the accuracy and the hallucinations of the responses they're getting. And because of this, there's actually a lot more layers to what you need to do in order to structure this information properly to decrease the amount of hallucinations that are going to happen. So on the Pulsora side, what we've done here is really focus on the system prompt engineering. And so pre-processing every single chat that goes in, or every single question that goes in, pre-processing it to what the LLM is going to best respond to. This actually depends on the LLM you're using. So ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, they're going to have maybe a slightly different preference on how you structure that answer. It's also really going to matter how the data was chunked, which is the technical term for how you utilize what's called a RAG pipeline to go from the data that you need to query against, getting it into contextual pieces that AI can actually comb through to start processing to get the results you need. This is an area that requires a lot of research, a lot of time to manipulate those prompts so that you can use the chunking to get the response you need. And one thing that Pulsora does with our AI assistant is we pre-process every prompt. I think yesterday a term was used of frugal AI, which is a great term to try to not use AI when we don't need to. So if you structure a prompt poorly, and then it goes and uses all the resources to run that prompt, but then ultimately doesn't get you what you need, you're using resources that didn't necessarily need to be used. And by pre-processing these prompts, you can decrease the amount of calls that you're doing that aren't going to return your desired information. Additionally, we've introduced source citations into every single result that we provide. So it's going to tell you exactly what year it pulled the data from, or what catalog, what data set, where did it actually get those results for you. We've spent a lot of time talking about our context graph grounding, so all of the context that this data is bringing in. And then lastly, supplying a confidence score. So instead of going the Murat route, where after every single question you say, are you sure? You can actually see we're 95% sure, or we're 80% sure, or we're 100% sure on this response.